the recommendation of Don, let's start with you.
He's up there.
He recommended an awesome artist. We will call her a master icon. She has amazed a lot of people. She's getting ready to amaze you guys. But before I get started, I want to thank one of our members, Corinne. Show me your hand. She's our potter. Everybody here has a potter in mind right now. Okay, enough about that. Young Choe is a wonderful lady. I've been talking with her about a year now. We've been talking this and that about native stuff, native grasses and stuff like that. And we've been bouncing ideas off our heads, and just we came up with a really great ideas for plants using here. It's really hard to find plants right now, but we came up with quite a few. We're probably going to work on some more Friday for the workshops on Saturday. So this young lady here is a wonderful, wonderful artist. She is booked crazy solid constantly, and we got lucky to squeeze her in this month and this week. And I am so proud to introduce Young Choe, and she's going to wow everybody tonight. So please give her a hand.
Thank you. Did you turn on this? Mic is working? Yeah. Okay. Hi. Thank you so much for inviting me to San Antonio. I have been in Houston and Austin, but this is the first time I'm in Dallas, this area. It was really good. I had a really great tour this morning. It was wonderful. We walked around the river walk. Yeah, it was beautiful. So everyone know I'm Young Choe. I'm not young, but I'm still young. And I like my name. It's forever young. And also, usually I introduce myself. I'm horticulturist, because I'm artist and also horticulturist. I just made up this name, horticulturist. I study art, brush painting, calligraphy from my country, Korea, and also I got a degree in plant science, horticulture in University of Maryland. So, and I work at the National Arboretum for many years. Have you been there, Bonsai Museum in National Arboretum? Nobody? Oh my God. You know about that place, Bonsai Museum. It's really nice. That was my first job working at the Bonsai Museum. I started volunteer very first time, long time, 25 to 30 years ago. So one day I went there and they said I could volunteer. I barely speak English back then. And they put me in Bonsai Museum because I guess I'm Asian. So I start to work at the Bonsai Museum. First day of the work, I show up with lime green suit with the matching shoes. That much, I have no idea what it's about volunteering or anything, nothing. But now I'm work with, this plants, Kusamono, because when I worked there, that accent plant for bonsai at the museum, I really love it, fascinated about this beautiful wildflower in the little container. So I wanted to learn how to create it that one, but nobody knows because all of the Kusamono came from Japan, and they don't know how to create it or maintain well. They trained from Japanese, but didn't know. So director of the Arboretum, that back then, Dr. Thomas Elias, he introduced me my teacher, Keiko Yamane. She is the best Kusamono artist in the world, and I wanted to learn from the best. But she cannot speak English or Korean, so I had to learn Japanese first before I'm taking class from her. So whole 1 year, seriously, I learned Japanese and then went to Japan 3 times and learned this art from her. And back then, I didn't really know much about everything. I can talk to you a little more about this when I do this. Let me see, maybe I can do here so you can see better. So, Kusamono, Kusa meaning is the wildflower and grass. in Japanese term, and mono is thing. It's wildflower grass in the container. For example, I'm going to show you a few examples. Can you see well? Is it better to turn off or it's okay? It's okay. So this is geranium and carex native plant where I live. So when I created Kusamono, I'm thinking about whole season, not just the pretty that moment. So you can think about spring, summer, fall. So I add all different plants so you can enjoy whole season. So this is the spring picture from side and from the top. And this is the same Kusamono summer picture. Because I added this closed bottle gentian flower. These are all native plants. This is the full bloom. They never really fully open. It's a beautiful, kind of unusual native plant too. So that is one. And also I keep talking to him about roof tile because I love roof tiles. I'm collecting it. I created Kusamono on roof tile. So far I collect 7 different country roof tiles. I want one from Mexican one. I keep looking. Anyway, I created on this. If you want to create it on roof tile, you have to use the muck, the organic soil, to create this. So I put it on. This is about 5-6 years old, and I added the penstemon. You have penstemon too. That is a really wonderful plant. They don't really easily wilt and beautiful. Stay long.
How old was it again?
5 to 6 years. So this is the spring picture. This is summer bottle brush grass blooming, and that's fall, kind of fall flower. And when I created, usually all Kusamono is outdoor, put it in outside. But when they bloom are pretty, I bring into the dining table, enjoy them. I'm having tea with my Kusamono. So that Kusamono is same thing. It's very old too, more than 10 years old. So this is the very first spring, the fern coming up. And the first flower, ginger flower. And this is same thing. And this is a few weeks later, the jack in the pulpit coming up from here. And the same thing. And after, this is all same. After late summer, you can see aster. So I added all of these different plants in the same moss ball, and they growing. I never tear apart, about 10 or more years old moss ball. So many people think Kusamono is living just a short term for just display, but if you take good care of them, they can live long. It depends on plants too. And I use the rock, driftwood, all kind of container roof tile. This is, I did it in Atlanta, Georgia, 2 years ago. I used this big, nice driftwood. I saw one you have at home too. Easily, maybe you can find these. So this one is vertical. Usually I make kind of side, but this one, we did it this way, and I did that way. And the bottom, I used the wooden panel drilled, so make them stay up first, and then add the muck and all these native plants I collect from near Alabama, still Georgia, native plants, and put that together in the resurrection fern and some hydrangea vine, all kind of thing. After that, they put it on the auction. Raffle. Yeah, you are going to do that too today. Raffle. Anyway, they did. It ended. They were fighting to get this. It's really tall. It ended up $1,200.
Wow.
It was really fun. And do you know who got the Georgia, Atlanta, the bonsai? What is his name? He got this one. Anyway, I contacted him. He said it looks even better now because full, grow a little more. So it looks beautiful. I did it at the wedding venue. So after my presentation, there was a wedding. So I walk aisle with my Kusamono. There was a piano, but nobody can play. It was fun. We had a really fun time laughing.
Ms. Young,
Yes.
when you do something
Yeah.
that high layered up. Do you, in each layer, do you include grass from different seasons? Or
Oh,
is that just on the bottom and then the top is?
It depends. These are always green ferns, resurrection fern, and hydrangea too is kind of evergreen. But these grass will wintertime they kind of die out. But when you cut back, next spring coming back, and all different plants I added it, so it's blooming all different season.
Right, okay.
That's the trick.
And yeah, this is my teacher, Mrs. Keiko Yamane. That's my first visit with her. This is my third visit. This is rhododendron. It's not even in the pot. It's a moss ball. How tall it is. Beautiful. I created several moss ball with it like that too. I'm planning to go visit her this November, the Thai content. I'm going there, but she's really sick, so I cannot see her by trying to see her, but she's getting old and not well. So very first time, she asked me, first day, it was really expensive. Her fee is really expensive. Flight, hotel, staying there is a lot way to learn, but I wanted to learn how to do this. It was very simple. But her first question was, do you want to have a certificate, teaching certificate, or why you want to learn this? I said, I don't know, I just love it. I just want to learn this. So I didn't get certificate or anything. But now, after 20 years, I'm traveling everywhere. Almost every week I'm flying. Next 2 weeks, I'm going to Canada. And even internationally. And this one was 2017 in Austria. They did bonsai exhibit, but at the salt mining, beautiful old historic building. These are all salt. They display with this beautiful salt mining historic place. And most of our bonsai exhibit is like this, bonsai and accent plants like this. But these 2 rows, just a Kusamono. And look at this one. This one, he says, is over 20 years old. In the same pot, he never repotted.
Wow.
It was amazing. So are you going to National Show this September? Anyone? 2, 3, just 3. I would be there too. But the last one, 2 years ago, anyone was there 2 years ago? Did you see my exhibit?
We saw photos.
You did? Oh, you saw? So at the national show, Bill Barbanes, you know him, he asked me, Young, do you want to be a guest speaker next to exhibit? And I said, sure. But if you let me display Kusamono for whole entire row, I will do it. He didn't say yes. He didn't say yes right away. He said, I have to think about it. And next morning, he came back. He said, okay, do it. So I prepared, how big is that entire 11 feet table? Is that 11 feet, the long one, or 12 feet?
12.
I have to fill it up 12 feet, 12 feet tables.
Wow.
So I planned, but pandemic hit, and National Arboretum cannot go, and I don't know how to deal with this. So how I did was, I did it divided America 4, north, east, west, and then I in charge Mid-Atlantic. I'm bringing 1 table for Mid-Atlantic. And South Georgia and Florida, my students, I asked them, are you bringing your tree? Can you bring your Kusamono? They are so happy. I'm honored to bring my Kusamono to display. And the northwest, Michael Hagedorn, and I asked Ryan to bring some Kusamono that I created for him. So in charge that, and South Texas, one from Texas and California. So each table is different reason, and the middle one, I created big black backdrop and created big moss ball in the center. It was nice to create something like that. So that is Austria. And then I went back 2019, did a Kusamono workshop in the castle. It was a beautiful castle. Even charming prince, he was taking class, this guy. It was really fun. And Austria, the European bonsais, their workshop is very different. We did a really nice workshop with wonderful plant material. A lot of people came from Switzerland or Germany, all different countries. And we had a nice lunch, but this lady brought special drink for everybody. Even brought special crystal glasses for everybody. Wow. So we had a nice lunch, cheer, we got a little drunk, and then we back to work. It was so funny. It was really funny. It was a fun time. And this is Italy. This Osmar, he's another really great bonsaist, but also, you know him?
Michael Hagedorn introduced me to his work. So.
Yeah, I told him about him. So first he's a millionaire. He's really rich. He created all this beautiful bonsai collection. And look at this display tool behind the tokonoma. I took just picture of a glimpse to show this, but whole this big back room full of display tool. It was amazing. And this greenhouse, just Kusamono. I took picture of inside that one. That's the inside of Kusamono. His Kusamono is just amazing, so big and beautiful. So that was really interesting. We had a great time. I stayed there 3 days and worked with him together. Wow. That's one of his works. Hydrangea. Is a hydrangea grow here? Yes. You should try this and try to find some small flowers. I even have a big one too, but hydrangea is one of the good ones. They grow kind of smaller. And look at this fern. Can you see the pot? So tiny. It's kind of a little crazy. He said he set up the very light fertilizer always in the water. So I think that's why and he cannot trust anybody else, just to employ, because watering is critical, really.
All of that with just 2 employees?
Yes. So this is a characteristic of the definition of the Kusamono. And I will show you a little bit. And also I researched about history. There's a bonsai vendor selling mume, Kusamono, the bonsai, and also little Adonis accent plants. He or she's selling it. It's 1784, so it seems like it has been a while. And I bought this one, Geranium, took the picture, but using that to make Kusamono, so you can see Kusamono and plants in the pot different. This one is at the Arboretum, we had a special exhibit. So this is false display, but Fox News, live news in the morning news, they filmed, and they asked me how to create Kusamono, but they gave me only 3 minutes. I have to show them how to create Kusamono in 3 minutes. So reporter, Holly, her name, the Fox News, the reporter and I, we are on the table. I came to early in the morning to set up everything. I did it even less than 3 minutes. It was so fast. And that's what I created. You can see a little close-up, this chrysanthemum, it was a fall. And you can use the allium too. Do you have allium, the onion flower here? Yeah, so onion flower is another good one too. So I'm still new to Texas area. I'm pretty know very well about Mid-Atlantic, South Florida, or North Denver. I know pretty much all of those plants, what they grow, but here is still, I'm pretty new. Tomorrow we are going to go out some kind of research more about, I want to hike and see what kind of plants grow in nature so I can teach better next time. So I'm just giving you some ideas. So it's like half horticulture, half art. you need to know the plants to create this. You cannot mix with the sun and shady plants. One of them will be not happy wherever you put. So you have to know this is what kind of plant, sun-loving, wetland plant, or shade plant, or you have to know the root system too. It's easy to, so, and also artistic sense to create is something beautiful. This is a very small, tiny boat-shaped Japanese pot. It looks like boat, so it looks like sailing boat. That's very small. This one is the charcoal bamboo I got from Japan too. It doesn't have a hole in it, so I added all wetland plants. Do you have a Houtonia? Yeah. You do? Houtonia is another good one. The chameleon plant, it smells fishy.
Yes.
That smells really, I don't like it. But that is invasive, really. But it's a really good Kusamono piece because beautiful white flower, cross shape, is really pretty. And the fall color is, the reddish color is beautiful. So Houtonia is another nice one for if you create wetland Kusamono. And horsetail is another good one too. And I love traveling, hiking. When I hike, I cannot hike with my friend. She used to hike for exercise. I'm not. I am keep stopping and taking picture and see how. So I'm learning from nature. This is the main. Look at this, how beautiful it is. Already Kusamono's there, right? You can just grab it and make moss ball too. Or you can just put it in the pot and see how they go. I think Michael Hagedorn does that too. He just kind of get them to create it nicely. And so I learned from nature, like how they grow, what kind of plants they grow together too. So that's from nature. And I don't think you have this, Iris cristata. I love this little tiny miniature dwarf iris. It's purple or white, two different kind of native plants. And you can use a rock or another driftwood. I put it tied up in the pot first and then create it. And that one I create on the Nick lens pot. I put purple and white together. First year, I got only purple. Second year, I got white. But you can see over the year, it looked different. You can tell already in a year different. They are kind of grow crazy. Third year, I got white again. Where is the blue? And fourth year, this year, no flower. Because I think they are kind of too packed right now. So I need to repot it. So some plants tolerate to grow long time. Something I try not to repot it, but some plants you have to repot it because they are not happy. So I will show you more later. Do you have a strawberry here? Oh, yes. This is great material for beginner. This is Owen Rich's strawberry Kusamono. Isn't that cute? Really cute. And one of my friends made so many boats. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with this old boat. And one day I find the boat and dinghy. Every time when they make string, I put another pot thing in the bag. So whole crew of the boat, the little boat in the bag, they keep blooming. It was beautiful. And this one at the Arboretum is almost 15 years old. It's still there if you go bonsai museum. I repotted, I think, only one or twice. I never repotted, and that keep blooming. This is another good material, the ground cover. They don't really set the fruit well, but flowers keep blooming, beautiful, pink color.
How often do you go back to the National Bonsai Museum?
I will tell you a little later. So this one is I collect from my friend's property. So spring flower, this saxifrage, and this is summer. So whenever they look pretty, I use that for dining table to enjoy a few days. So that is one. And this is succulent. Since you live here, very hot, dry, so I think succulents is really good material to create something. So later I will show you how to create one of them. And this is another one of the Latiboria you talked about.
Yes.
First, I didn't know what that was because it usually has some dot, but didn't have a dot on it. I didn't look careful. This is same variety, but different. There are so many different variety.
Dots, but when it gets real hot,
Yes,
they
sunny,
fade away.
right. So this is one of them, and beautiful flower, purple, nice flower, too. So those are good one, and you can create on the rock like this, or in the pot. And also, oh, this one, yeah, pitcher plant. Isn't that cute? So this pot, John Naka gave to me. I went to his house. John and I, we were really good friends. He always adores me whenever I see him.
We all do.
Anyway, he gave me lots of gifts every time. That is one of he gave me this pot. I propagate that one and grow that one. So that is one of them you can create. And pink knotweed, you might have this one. This is easily you can find. Soon Chang in Houston, she loved this plant. She always have this. I got this little piece from her. And this Arboretum is another good one. That is really old one too. Arboretum still have it. That is the very beginning, more than 10, 12, 15 years. But that's a few years ago too. And have you seen this one? This is really pretty one too. I love this one. I got seed from Canada, and it was really nice, keep blooming and beautiful plant.
So what's the second plant? So you have Previa is the large.
It's only one.
What's the lower?
Oh, that's a moss sea head.
Oh. Got it.
Yeah. And this is a cappuccino. It's another really beautiful grass. And I added some little strawberry here too, in the front. And this is my teacher's work, all of them. But this Jack in the Purpose Cocainum is beautiful. I love this pot too. It's really nice. And epimedium, anyone know this one grow here or not?
I don't think so.
No, you don't think so? You don't know epimedium? I love this plant. This is really good. I brought one, and maybe you can try and grow and see how that goes. And this one start from this. So pot is very small, but when you create it, it's not really perfect or beautiful. But over the year, it grows. So I put it in the bigger pot, and after years, it's compact and smaller. So most of I can answer that. Most of my Kusamono, I never sold Kusamono. Everybody always want to buy it, but I said, I don't think they can. You know, these are old. It's like my baby. But when they buy it, and then maybe they kill it right away. So I don't.
Understand.
Yeah, I don't want to sell it. So most of my Kusamono is a display at the Bonsai Museum at the National Arboretum. But I worked there, start working at the Bonsai Museum, but soon after I moved to another agency. So my real job was a seed bank manager. So I work with the seed bank, at the seed bank, in charge of the seed bank. One time I said something, somebody said, Young used to work at Citibank. No, I said, seed bank. Anyway, I work with woody plant seed. That is my real job. So I worked there a long time, but about 1.5 years ago, because I'm getting more and more busy doing this Kusamono, so I finally, Kusamono kicked my real job. So now I'm fully Kusamono artist. I'm no longer working at the Arboretum anymore. So I brought back all my Kusamono too because I've been really take good care. So anyway, since I'm not working there anymore, so I took back. And then, do you know Longwood Garden in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Longwood.
Longview.
Longwood Garden, nobody know? Only you know? This is in Pennsylvania, one of the big big and beautiful garden in nation. You should go visit, and they have a bonsai collection, but they are under DuPont, so they have lots of money. So they creating new bonsai collection right now. It's a 2 or 3 year project. They are grand opening next September. So when they open, you can go check that out. They have beautiful the bonsai, but they don't have Kusamono. So they reach out to me. They ask me, they want to buy my Kusamono. So first time ever I sold my Kusamono, 24 of them. I can kind of trust, and I donated 4 more, so 28, almost 30 they have it. And I charge a lot because they have a lot of money. Anyway, so deal was, I asked them, you cannot kill this. You have to get training from me how to care. So I will be there maybe every season, go there and teach them how to take care of that. So I did it twice, spring and summer. I did it a few weeks ago. Anyone following me Instagram or? Anyone following me? You might saw those ones. So I did training and also did a workshop for staff and also to the public too. I'm going back in October. So I teach them how to take care of. So far they are good. So I hope they do well.
If anybody's got the newsletter, there's a link that David put in to the Longview article.
Yeah, so this is over there too. And this is summer. How about Todd Lily here?
I think so.
Todd Lily is another good one. How about this Hakone grass? Anyone saw this Hakone grass? That is another good one too. And this is autumn. That's another rooftop tile I got from Austria. And rose. I love rose too. I have lots of rose Kusamono too. Rose hip is really pretty too. And this is sumac. I created this from seed long time ago, 5 seed. And this is, so this one is the old picture I have. 2, I saw 5 seeds, 3 came up, 2 survived. I moved to Florida for 2 years. I put it in the pot. 1 died, 1 left at the Arboretum. This is all the pictures. And a few years ago, when I work at Arboretum, lunchtime, I always go there, Arboretum Bonsai Museum, and check all the Kusamono, are they doing okay? Or every time I check, and I see always, they are so dry. You know, if you lift, you can tell how dry it is. And I always yelling at them, you didn't take good care of Kusamono. They have a short staff. I understand that too, but it's hard. Anyway, so I saw this first blooming. It was first bloomed. So I was so happy and took this picture at that time. That's that sumac. So I used a tree, shrub, succulent, vine, annual, not much annual, perennial most, but I used pretty much all materials to create Kusamono. That's my teacher's work too. She tied up really nice winter. That's snow on the snowdrop, and that's another snowdrop Kusamono I created. And that's Fotogilla. I love this shrub too, and that's same, but spring flower, fuzzy, beautiful white, off-white flower. And I use the bulb to a little aconite. I put it in there too. It's a summer, fall, winter. And I put all the Kusamono together so they share the seed. So this aster I didn't plant, but it grow. Sometimes if I know what it is, I don't want it, I pull out right away. And sometimes I let them grow one season and I pull out. Sometimes I let them grow. So it depends what kind of plants that grow in there. This is another Stachyros, beautiful tree. And I use a lot of wetland plants too. So this is another wetland Kusamono, especially egret flower is really beautiful too. And this is a shade plant.
Do you greenhouse your
Some are needed in the greenhouse, has to, some tropical, yeah.
Yes.
And this is the sun-loving plant. Look at this. This is a very small penstemon. I put M&M chocolate to show how small it is. And those kind of small pot is really cute, but it's really hard to make them live long time. That is usually. That stay there about 4 years and finally die out. And Lonicera, do you have a lot of honeysuckle here too? Oh, yeah, that's honeysuckle. This is an old picture. I still have it. Every time when how to cut, weight I cut is different shape. It's pretty big now. And this is another woody honeysuckle. This one is not dying. It's just, I don't really like it actually. I created it, but it was, so, but they never die. Just still there, so I cannot really throw away. It's still there. And this is another roof tile from Huntington Library. I got this from there.
Didn't know you took it.
So I went there, Huntington Library, they opened a new Chinese garden. It was beautiful. I saw so many roof tiles everywhere. So I approached the horticulturist. I'm sure you have some leftover roof tiles somewhere. I can explain about me, what I'm doing. He took me behind the scene and gave me 3 different shape of the roof tile. That's one of them. Yeah, it was nice. And I saw so many Nandina. So I just added this. This is about 10 years too. It's really old. Moss ball. I never did anything, just in the moss ball. I put it on the Thanksgiving table decoration. So Nandina is another good one too. And this is a succulent. Do you know Jonathan Cross, potter? He is another really, this pot is itself 15 pounds, really heavy. I think you can buy through only Ryan Neal. So it's really expensive too, heavy and expensive. Anyway, I put it on large aloe, the succulent. I'm sure you have a lot of aloe grow here. They keep growing and still it's beautiful that the flowers keep blooming too. And I added some switchgrass. They use that Johnson grass. When we walk around, that was the switchgrass. This is the switchgrass, not the Johnson grass. Anyway, I added that grass too. This is the wintertime picture. So sometimes I just left the old brown grass. Still looks beautiful. Yeah, that's succulent. I did it at the Bonsai Mirai. I go to Ryan Neal's place every year to create a Kusamono for him. Anyway, I created Kusamono on the rock. He has beautiful rocks. And it's pretty big. You can see how big it is. And I covered this hole first and then plant, all native plants. This many. It's all drought tolerant and sun-loving plants. Only bunchberry is the shade, but that I put it in between rock, but still doing pretty well. So those you can create this too on the rock, really. But you have to choose the right plants. And this one has really lots of pocket in it, so I can easily grow. And these are all drought tolerant plants.
Wait, hold it there for 1 second. Go back.
Go back.
I think I only saw one that would probably work.
Which one? Jopai? You have Jopai?
No, the Columbine probably.
Oh, Columbine. Oh, that's good.
The sage and the sedum, yeah.
Okay. And root ball. He kind of keep encouraging me to show how to create root ball. But you don't have moss. Do you have moss? He said other season has moss.
We have some moss for a short season
Yeah.
in spring, and
Okay.
then we get it again a little bit in fall.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna show you how to create moss ball. I hope we have enough time. I have to go fast. So this is important. I'm gonna take test later. So you have to know how to do this. How often are you to exhibit your show? Twice a year?
Oh, at least.
At least. So you have to know how to display with accent plant. This is the key. I do judging sometime. So this key is what I'm judging to best Kusamono. So I will show you each one. Like with the picture, look at this one. Without this accent, just the evergreen, you cannot really tell which season it is.
You lost it.
Oh, so accent plant shows the seasonality. This is a Mucodinia. It's Italian bonsai. He always did a beautiful display. And you can see very nice harmonizing together. So harmonizing is good. So when you do this bonsai, if a bonsai go like slanting this way, your accent is this way. And also not against each other. So if not, so kind of they talking each other or forward. So that is important, harmonizing, and also proportion, not too big or not too small. So if you see, you can tell how big it's right size. So a lot of time I see kind of too big or too small, so proportion is important. And harmonize together, and habitat. Like your bonsai is like, it's a lot of time I see like big Rocky Mountain juniper or the north kind of mountain tree, but you have to have accent, you don't have anything. So you go to your garden, dig it up something, whatever, put it in the pot, put it in, or you go to nursery, oh, there's a small plant with a flower. Buy it and put it in the pot. Most of them, there is a tropical, subtropical flower. That doesn't work with the matching together, same habitat. So it's a try to find something, same habitat. Are you anyone doing Yamadori here? If you do Yamadori the plant too, that's the best. If you collect the tree there and then there's whatever grass or plant grow down there, that's the right accent plant for plant. So it's hard, but try to get same habitat. Maintenance. I hate to see salt mark on the pot. Get salt mark. At least clean. I always say, at least clean the pot, please. Salt mark, or clean. It's your bonsai perfectly wired and groomed and shining the pot and perfect. But accent plant, just put it on. It's sometimes so dirty pot and messy. You have to put new, nice, fresh moss, and you have to do something looks presentable. So that is important. This key is, and if your bonsai pot is round, you have to use different shape of the accent plants, like square or rectangle or free shape, glaze, unglaze. And another thing is, so your bonsai is here with the stand. So this is your stand, this is your bonsai, and accent plants here, no higher than stand. That's the idea. You know, sometimes it doesn't really work, but try to, if that is too high than stand, then it doesn't kind of off balance. So that is a Japanese rule. You know, they have so many rules. I hate rule, I don't like it, but it's better to know the rule to break the rule. Yeah, because without knowing the rule to break, it's totally different. You can tell. So there's what else is the rule? Anyway, those things. And Saturday class at the workshop, he's going to bring bonsai and stand, and I will show you how to display, kind of show that with the bonsai. We are creating Kusamono and see how that works. So we are going to talk more about Saturday workshop. So that is one. And this is a Mucodinia. I don't think you can grow here Mucodinia. This is really nice accent plant. So they grow like in the creek, in between rocks. So I try to create mimicking kind of same nature habitat. So I put it on the rock like this, or put the rock on the top of the flat kind of pot. So still kind of growing in the rock kind of thing. So Ryan has this one in this tiny pot. Its leaf is that tiny. And I asked him, have you ever seen flower? And he said, is that blooming flower? Yeah, it's beautiful, white flower. No, I never seen flower. Can I divide it and repot it? And he said, okay. But later he told me he was hesitating because that is a gift from Kimura, his teacher. Ooh, what if Young kill my teacher's gift? So he was hesitating to, okay, you can divide it, but he let me do it. So I divided 3. So 1/3 I put it back to original pot. So he still have that pot. And the other 2, I put it on the rock like this. One is a little big, small. They are beautiful. Every time when I go, they are just healthy and bigger, happier. Yeah, so that's why you need to know the plants to kind of create Kusamono. And this is a 2023, this spring, Kokofu Kusamono display. My friend went there, so I asked him to they sent me the picture of how the Japanese Kokofu display, how they do for accent plants. So you can learn from this. I'm going this fall, so I can do more too. So early February, you cannot really find many material in February in Japan, here too. So they use a lot of this ardisia. This ardisia is kind of Zone 7, so I don't know, you can grow here too. Ardisia japonica, it's really good one. You should find, it's not common plant, but this is really good evergreen, wonderful. Japanese using this a lot. I have several of this. It looks like winterberry, beautiful. This one, they use a lot of this ardisia. The red berry is so pretty. And Selaginella, they use a lot of ardisia, Selaginella. This is across the grass I'm talking about. I'm going to use that too. This pot is kind of cool. And here's more. Anyone has Pyrosia fern? This one grow here. I know this one. You need to find that too. It's not easy to find and expensive, but Pyrosia fern is another wonderful, wonderful material for Kusamono. Look at this. There is Pyrosia, Pyrosia. So Pyrosia has so many different types too. This one, in the back is kind of brown and rough. Sometimes they call tongue fern too. I don't really like this one. It looks too much, too busy. Too many plants put it in, and even pot is already busy. So when I find the pot is already fancy and too much character, I usually put very simple Kusamono. If you do like this too many, it's kind of, and even stand is complex, isn't it? Yeah, so I don't really like that one, but that is another spirea. And that is the how they display. So these days, I'm more and more interested in Kusamono using shrub. Like this is a witchhazel tree and Pyrosia fern. So put together, they do that all the time. Like willow, you can use willow, or other plants you can put together. Chojubai, do you have chojubai? That is not chojubai. So those kind of shrub or plants you might have here, kind of small showing kind of bonsai with the plant put together. It's kind of in between bonsai and Kusamono. I love it. It's really beautiful and nice accent plant. This is a little, I don't know what is it, little shrub here too. So they use that a lot. So this tree go this way, so this one going this way, this one too, you can see, harmonize. And this is how to create Kusamono. Anyone saw this native exhibit in Seattle, the Pacific Bonsai Museum? Few years ago, the native, so they picked 14 native trees, Alaska to Florida, all different 14 native bonsai trees. They already have, and Ryan's and Michael Hagedorn and all other bonsais to tree, they display 14 native tree. And Switzerland artists drew each tree backdrop. And I'm the one who created Kusamono for each one.
Oh, wow.
I should know how difficult, complex this is before sign the contract. Oh my God. Can you believe it? This is all year, spring to fall. So whole year has to be beautiful. And I created in March. And I have to use only native plants. I have to use exactly native plants grow with that tree, each region. I have to find the native tree for plants for that each one. So research 100 hours to find I made a spreadsheet, beautiful spreadsheet, each possible plant for each one. 100 hours I researched. That wasn't hard. Hard part was finding plants in March. What can you find in March in Seattle at the nursery? For native plants, only native, you have to use this, Alaska and Florida. But this is my name on it. I have to have beautifully and perfectly. I'm perfectionist kind of a little bit. So, oh my God, I even fly to Florida to find the plant. And they didn't really pay much. I paid a lot myself to did all this work. It was hard. I got lots of white hair that year. But it was worth it. It was really cool. So this is the step I follow. So think about your bonsai. You identify your bonsai. Where they grow, that tree, where they grow. What kind of plants grow with that area? And when you find that, and then find the pot. So that 4 step I found for each tree. So I will give you a few examples. I know this is different tree, but it's a funny story in it, so I'll use this. This is the Dan Robinson's yellow cedar, Alaska tree. This is the backdrop, beautiful, and that's his tree. And this is where they grow. So I research familiar about where they are. And then I find that these plants are good to grow that area, native plants. I even called Dan Robinson, what kind of plant was growing that time? And he said, this bog Labrador tea was there with reindeer lichen and Spanish moss. None of them available. I couldn't really find anything. So I should write down all the nursery I visited. But before I go there, I went to Portland, and one of the nursery I like, I went there, oh my God, they have this Labrador tea. I was so excited. You don't know how much. I don't care how much they charge. I have to have this. I just pay whatever they ask. Yeah, and then I created this. This is the material I prepared, and this is I created, but when I pull this out, this is Labrador tea, it's winter. I thought it's okay, but when I created, this tree is dead. Completely dead. Root system is all gone, it's all smushy. Oh my God, I was so upset, but I have to use it. I don't care if it's dead or not, I have to use it. So I used that tree. That twig was there for a whole year. I don't know how many people really know. This is the display. So here, accent, that has to be there a whole year. So I cannot use one day beautiful, and next whole season ugly, I cannot use that one. So it was really tough. This is a few examples. Do you have this Eastern white cedar here? No, oh, not this. And how about this? Cypress, you have this one. This one I couldn't really bring plants I got from Florida because if I bring the plant to Washington State, I need to get the phyto inspection. And that cost $350. Oh my God, I forgot about it. I used just the air plant. Because they grow there. And this is another oak, Tucker oak, that is I created with this. You can find all this information from my website, kusamonochoe.com, so you can find that. This is another juniper.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. And because I live in Washington, D.C., it's in Seattle, Washington State, somebody has to take care because it's really hard that need lots of maintenance. So I train the volunteer every single detail. You know, after this is gonna be happen. If you forget, call me, and I teach everything. When I teach, I love this. That was blooming, but after bloom, don't cut the head because I like to have the C head. Even GM is beautiful. But when I came back June, all gone. They forgot. So that's why you need to know the plant. And this is at the Arboretum Bonsai Museum. People come to Bonsai Museum. Wow, I'm at the Bonsai Museum. Look at this. Oh, it's the Young Choe Kusamono here. Take picture and put it on the Facebook. Look at this. Oh, I'm so embarrassing. So embarrassing. They don't even know what is the weed. They might, but you know, I use weed sometimes, so maybe Young put that in there. They don't touch Kusamono. Anyway, this is a 15-minute later picture. So I clean up 15 minutes later, same picture I took. So this is pulled out all unwanted plants and then kind of clean up all the things to maintain.
How many people walk past that display and went, "Oh my God, that's so neat!" You know, and the artist had that extra, you know, flair of that one plant in the back.
Oh.
They have no idea.
During the pandemic, look at this. I cannot, even though I'm staff, I cannot go to Arboretum Bonsai Museum to work, the volunteer to take care. Look at this. Oh. So I called my, the big boss. You have to give it to me at least 2 or 3 days to take care of this. If not, they will all, I exaggerate, they all die. So he gave me a few days, so I have a chance to clean up and so they look good. This is the Kusamono. So usually Kusamono is big like this. But if you create something small, you can use that for accent plant for your bonsai. They're called shitakusa. So shitakusa, accent plant, same thing. But Kusamono can be like this big or small or medium. It could be all different size. So this is one of the big ones, but it starts from this. I created with this little pie. Grow, so put it in the bigger pot. When I bump up, I add some other plants too. And then move to another one after years. And then years later, I moved to this pot. And then that's the accent plants with the bonsai at the museum. And this is winter care. Actually, I'm not really sure how you do this. It's kind of, I do same as a bonsai. So whatever you do, same way, but check the water more often than bonsai. That's my last one. Thank you. It was my Texas. Thank you. Okay, so now we can have a little break. We are going to set up for demo. Here's a good book. Anyone has 4-season bonsai? There is a really nice Kusamonos in this book. So when you have a chance to look at this nice Kusamono in each kind of page. So this is another good one. And Pacific Bonsai Expo, when I look at this, their accent plant actually pretty good. They did a great job for accent plant for each kind of bonsai too. So if you have a chance to look at all these books. And my teacher's book is really good, but doesn't have that anymore. It's just sold out all. Kind of hard to find that books, but that's, everywhere I go, they always ask me, so when can I see your book? I start talking about I'm writing a book 10 years ago. I'm still writing. It's so hard. Anyway, I'm still working on it. One day, I don't know when. So I'm going to talk about pot, soil, and plant. So first we can talk about, I forgot your name. What? Karen. Karen made really beautiful pot. This is all really, really nice. So you can create it, something like this kind of pitcher plant. If you want to do, it's better to have a tall pot. So if this is kind of too big for this, but kind of tall pot is nice for this. And also you can use orchid. You have lots of orchids, small. If you have a small orchid, it's really nice for your accent plants too. So find something nice, a small orchid. And yeah, you already have tons of this one, so we don't really need to talk about this. Same as this. He put it on the nice rock with some succulent sedum. But I can tell he put it in the kind of shady area. Yeah, it's kind of, I can see it's growing little thin. Usually it's kind of, it can be, if you put it in the sun, it can be a little more compact. And what else? So pot, you can use round or all different shape. And this one is good for making, if you make moss ball, you can put it on here too. So this is good. I'm glad you brought one of this kind of pot too. Yeah, so pot, there's so many different kinds. And sometimes people ask me, are you start with a pot or plant? It depends. Sometimes if I see something really unique and I love it and I buy it, and sometimes it's so much character in it, so it's hard to find the right plant for that pot. So sometimes it takes years actually, but always there's some plant for the pot. It's so interesting. One day it kind of, oh, that is perfect. So I put that in. So it depends on, sometimes I saw this plant, oh, I love it, I want to do something with this. And then when I look at the pot, I have thousands of pots. It's so many pots, but I still cannot find the right pot for that plant. It's like bonsai. It's so interesting. Anyway, so those are pots. Soil mix, my normal soil mix is half potting soil. He sifted so it doesn't have a big pine bark here. Half potting soil, half shohin mix. What is in the shohin mix, yours?
It's just, that's hummus, akadama, and kiro.
Yeah, so I like Jonah's shohin mix too, or whatever shohin mix you found, half shohin mix, but small grain, not big one. Yeah, shohin mix is small. So anyway, shohin mix, and also a little bit of the horticulture charcoal, just 3 to 5%, little bit. Not big, the big orchid one, that is too big. Small one is better. So this is the mix here, and he's going to provide this Saturday workshop. So that is my thing, but if you use succulents, this is okay too. And I brought some extra of this.
Akadama, hummus, and kiro.
Yeah, so use this. I may use a little more, or you can add some sand for if you use succulent. And also this is, do you have a question?
Have what?
Questions? Question. No. And this is a muck soil. He made it for me. It's like Michael's kind of.
Cornstarch. So you take cornstarch, big mass of it, water, heat that up in your microwave until it gets barely Play-Doh-y. Then add akadama dust. Then it's mix that together, and then the long strands of sphagnum moss.
Yeah, that's muck he made for me. But usually I just buy it from Bonsai Learning Center muck. It's $19 per packet. That is really good, very good, rich and organic. So that is good. And also,
Don't tell Jane Owen that.
Oh?
I gave him a hard time about buying muck from the store and not making it.
that is usually works very well. One time I did a workshop. We talk about this in Japan. Right now here, muck soil we can buy it, but beginning 20 years ago, there's no muck soil. So I have to figure out, I talk with my soil scientist, find the right material, but couldn't find it. One time when I taught workshop, we talk about bottom of the pond, that black rich muck soil. I think that could be the perfect one. And then one of the guys sneaked out, came back with 2 buckets of the pond muck soil he brought. It was so stinky. But actually it worked really well. So everybody created many moss balls. We had a really good time. That plant was pretty good. Anyway, so those are soil. Today I didn't talk about moss, but sometimes I talk about moss too, because I'm a moss club member. In Maryland, we have moss club. Every month we gathering together, collect moss from wild, and identify under the microscope. It's really cool, and I did it propagating experiment. I did all kind of things. I'm really into moss too. Sometimes I teach about just the moss too. Anyway.
You grow this yourself? Did you
No,
propagate this one,
no,
or
I
just got
didn't.
one?
Yeah, I just collect. Actually, somebody collect for me. So first, I'm going to do with the succulents, but I don't know. I don't know which pot I should use, because I wish this is a little flatter, but it's kind of. I don't know. This is maybe works or not. Because I like to put some rock with the succulents. They grow with the rock too, right? So I like to use this kind of natural. What kind of rock is it?
Limestone?
Limestone. Yeah, this is really natural, nice rocks.
rare.
I love it.
Walk outside, you'll see it.
So when you use the rock, use the 1, 3, or 5, not even number. You know, that's one of the Japanese another rule. So,
Just like a forest.
yeah. So first thing, always remember, where is the front? So you have to find the front of your pot. That is the beginning. First, even this, there's kind of a little messy here. So here's very kind of smooth. So I'm going to use this spot, even though it's perfect. So this, I still like this one too, but I'm not really sure if I put rock.
Might not see it.
Yes, because
I don't
soil.
think those rocks go with the color either.
This one?
No,
This one? Looks good? Should I try this?
No,
What do you
same-
think?
No, I don't
same
think it
rocks
looks
don't
good.
go.
Oh, you don't think? Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, I think this is I think it's better. So I'm gonna use that, and then place rock.
She's not worried about it, trust me.
Oh, look at that, you have a workshop. Somebody already claimed this, actually. So. So there is so many nice rock, but it's kind of not easy. So don't put in the, this is the front, put not in the middle, something, always leave space in the front and push a little back like this. And I kind of leaning up like this way sometime because soil. So I'm gonna do this first. Cover the hole, everybody knows this because bonsai club. And then the soil, I put some little bit, about ½ inch, kind of cover the soil first. And then, it was the front, right? And then place the rock. I really like this kind of shape here. So I'm breaking the rule. I'm going to use 2 rocks. Because it's not really, because I don't have really space. If I have a small one, maybe I can put little one there, but this is why this is not really running.
Is that better?
That's good, thank you.
Stop spinning, it makes me
So, So I'm going to put,
So technically, when two rocks are touching,
no, it doesn't have to. I just, because of the shape of the rock, and I thought about just put this one too, actually, just one, maybe. So, and then next one, I'm going to use, we have lots of wonderful succulents. We went by all this, so I'm going to use little different size, different shape, and I like to use this gazania added together too. Oh, it was bloom before, but it's closing now. But it will bloom, open up tomorrow, yeah. So something like this. What do you think? That's good? So I can use this. Sometime if you want to have some little height, you can use something little tall one too. But that's all we found today. Oh, this is really nice one too. I love this cactus, but it's so dangerous to touch it, so I'm not going to use that one. So I will do with this. But I love that cactus. That is really beautiful. So always just start from tall one.
The largest one becomes your primary?
Yeah, tall one first. No, I think that's okay, but I want to see, if I look down, I cannot really see well. If you have any question, let me know while I'm doing this.
Could we get up closer?
Oh, yes, yes. Actually, you can around. That's fine.
Except in front of the camera. Don't get in front of the camera.
Yes.
Do not stand in front of the camera.
So I'm start with this tall one. Oh, anyone saw the Ryan Neal made Kusamono with the succulent? Did you see that? No? That's funny. Succulent is easy to create, so we'll see how this goes.
You have more than 3 minutes here.
Oh no, don't give me pressure. It's actually not easy. I don't. Huh? Uh-oh. So different texture and all different color and texture, those things kind of matter. And this one is another one. Anyone has questions?
Now, do you try to keep as many of the roots as you can?
Yes, I try to. But especially summertime, I don't really cut. Springtime, you can trim back a little bit, but I try not to. And usually take off the soil and also brown leaf or cut, kind of half cut kind of thing, always take that out. And I don't know, this is, maybe, I think this is better with this. So something like this. And then put where?
it's looking good so far.
So succulent is easily maintained and it's just
So
nice.
you do this kind of like a forest where you pick 3, a primary, secondary, and the third one, set those first? Or is it just more intuitive?
What looks good? And do you do odd numbers?
What do you mean?
Yes, it
3
says
or 5?
Yes, yeah, that is good. All the number is always good. How about this flower? Where should I put this? Ooh, look at these roots. Yeah.
What is that flower?
Gazania? Gazania. Gazania. Oh. This is just African native plants, but it grows everywhere pretty well, this area. So take off soil And always clean up all this brown thing when you create it. Anybody has questions? I love questions.
Is the flower always the centerpiece?
Uh,
Flower plant?
no, it doesn't have to. You don't have to put flowering plants too, but I want to have some color.
All those are probably flowers one time or another.
So you have to think about height. These one will grow a little bigger. Should I put this in the middle or put it in the back?
I think that'll grow bigger.
Back is better? Yeah. So you have to play around. And so now I kind of decide way I'm going to put this together like this. Do you think everybody think this is kind of okay? Good? Yeah, okay. So once you decide it, then, and don't put too many in one time because it will grow. A succulent actually is okay, but the regular plants will be really, they are going to be, root system will be all kind of, dry out so quickly and more chance to, you may kind of kill it. Okay, thank you.
So
So-
you're not having to tie these in or do anything?
No,
to keep them in place?
I think they are fine. Sometimes I do tie them down, but this succulent seems fine. This one may be a little better to tie, then you can make another wire from the bottom to up to tie that too. But
It'll kind of be really packed in, once you put that fine soil in there and water it in, it's gonna be nice.
yeah, this one is fine, but sometimes I use that too. Okay, so once you set everything and put all the root system under here, and then now add some soil.
Right there.
Oh, thank you. You have to put really soil all around. It usually takes a lot of soil. Make sure all the soil go into it. So use the chopstick to push them down and get rid of the air pocket. So at the Arboretum, we have once a month staff kind of plant talk time. So we have a different subject and kind of staff, they talk about special subject or something. One day we had bring your best tool. That was the subject. So everybody brought their favorite tool. Men usually bring big, whatever it is. Sometimes they cannot bring it, they bring picture. This is the best blower or whatever it is. I brought chopstick. They said, what? Chopstick? What can you do with the chopstick? Chopstick is the best one. I love it. You can use this and then
That's the very first bonsai tool.
take off the soil. And this is, if my hair is short now, but I can tie it up with the hair. It's just, I love chopstick. They are laughing. By the way, my hair was nice this morning, but it's getting hot and humid. It's so messy. It's just crazy.
I told you guys she'd never realize how hot it was.
So add as much as you can. Any question? No?
So if you wanted to put moss or add moss to this, you would just probably put it in the front area? Or
Everywhere.
you would do it
Usually I add everywhere.
patches?
Yes. So mosses, it looks really beautiful and nice, and also soil, when you water, keep washing away.
Yes.
That's the two reasons. But succulent and moss doesn't match it together.
No, but I would
Yeah.
use surface. I would maybe put some.
Oh, put some turfus on the top.
Yes.
So if you water still,
Yes.
yeah, that is great idea. So you don't have to use moss for especially especially succulent. I don't like to use moss. So turfus might be really good idea to add that on the top. More natural looking. Yes, but I'm going to put a little bit because since I have some, and also the soil might, because this pot is kind of flat, easily washed off the soil, so I'm going to add some little bit. This one will be, I know it'll die out, but this one will hold your soil kind of there.
Until the roots take.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Any other questions? You don't have questions. It's okay to ask anything.
Everybody, there is a website called Moss Acres. that
Oh,
sells
don't-
all kinds of moss.
No, 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 no.
Wait. Why?
Oh, I don't like Mosaicer. I know the owner too. I met him here and there. They charge a lot, and their moss is always big, thick, cushiony, and it's not for bonsai.
Never mind.
Don't. I don't.
We only have one kind of moss here,
Ah.
and it lives to die.
Ah,
Yeah.
no.
So, where would you, I mean, if you had to purchase one, where would you purchase this?
I don't know.
Acres.
Actually, somebody else selling moss too. I'm gonna ask him about it because I used sometime Mosaicer too, but never happy. Also, the wholesale flower shop, wholesale, they sell live moss box. It's about $50 per box. But that too, it's really, you never know what's in there, and those are usually for florists, so they don't care about this kind of nice thin moss. Best moss is the Bryum. That is the really best moss, Bryum. It's very silver moss, small, sun-loving plants, sun-loving moss. Those are good. I don't know. Bryum, Bryum. That is the silver moss. It's best moss for bonsai. Very small, tight. They are good in the sun. I don't want to put all of this moss. It doesn't look nice. Can you put later, whoever got this, kind of put some turf base?
Could you use the multi-mix,
Oh, this one?
there?
Use that one? Is it this one doesn't wash away well when you water?
It's pretty good, but
That's-
like most bonsai, you have to be careful when you're watering anyway.
Or should I kind of put it in for now? What do you think? Because look at this.
That looks nice.
It's okay?
That should be good.
Okay. Yeah. A sprinkle later? Yeah. This one, somebody brought this for me at the Longwood Garden. I saved this. It's really nice. But this kind of moss is not good for bonsai. They grow on the tree. Okay.
Got about 35 minutes.
Don't pressure it.
You can do 4 more.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I will maybe touch more a little bit later, but
You want me to water that down?
yes, maybe I like to kind of sprinkle or not. No, maybe not. It doesn't look that good. So yeah, water them. So that is the first one, and then
Beautiful.
yeah, thank you. And next one, I'm going to make moss ball. Yeah, moss ball is really cool. I love that too. So where is the mesh? Where is the mesh? Oh, here. Moss ball, usually I use this. So the plants and soil has to be holding something in the bottom. This is the one I'm using. So when you create this, kind of start with a little big, not too small, even though it maybe ended up smaller. So this, and wire, thin wire, the 1 milli, isn't it? 1 milli?
That's one.
Yeah, so,
1 millimeter.
yes. 15 minutes I have?
But you know what? There's an outside.
Outside. We can go outside. That's okay. Okay, I will,
We got your tailgate.
uh-huh. Okay, I can do 5 minutes. So this is the way to do it first. You got it? And this is the holding the plants. And muck soil, you can add muck in the bottom. Oh, this is thick, really thick. Oh, so put that in the bottom first, about half to 1 inch. And then, can you help me? Throw it out. And then I like salvia or something, but it's the roots out.
Roots out.
Yeah, use whatever you have.
And then you can cut the roots like this.
All of it.
Yeah, this one too. So start with tall, and all the plants has face. This is the front, so you have to use that front face.
So what is the plant?
This is the auto grass, chestnutium. So this is the first one. Oh, this root is really kind of big. I'm going to tie it up a little bit first. And the second one, I thought about using kind of salvia, but all the flower is gone. Oh, and then next one, what is this? Lantana? Lantana? It looks lantana. And I'm going to cut off one of the big roots here. So I will give you just a show about how to do this. And this is second. I need the third.
Which
You
plant?
need a third?
Lantana, I don't know which one should I use for third.
We have.
This is kind of, do you think it's good? Okay, maybe use this.
And what is that plant?
That's a Laurier P. Laurier P is easily to do this. Oh, this soil is not so good, I think.
You want me to make it thinner?
Little, but it's okay, just for now. But
I can make
too
it.
thick.
I can add some water to make it a little.
Oh, water? Where's the sprayer?
I'll get it.
Yeah.
It's too tight.
Is it?
Or the spray bottle?
Cut the bottom, usually. You can help me.
Let me do that.
Yeah. So put this one twisted. It's a oat grass. Oat, yeah. Oh, better. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was too thick. Okay. Yeah. So, it's a race. It is. You can. I'm going to add just a little bit of this Laurier P around, so you can start clean up too. It's okay. Yeah, start clean up.
These back in your car?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's done with her, so we can go right back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Uh-huh.
lantana, you want to kind of stress it out to get it to bloom, right? Would that that the other plants you're using?
This one, oh yeah, this one.
Are they all drought tolerant plants?
Yes, these are drought tolerant. This, especially this one too. They are pretty drought tolerant. So material is not really perfect this time of the year here. I'm not that happy,
Yeah, it's
but
real hot. It's peak
yeah,
state dormant.
but I am just showing you how to create this. So after that, add more soil. Oh. Yeah, add more.
Would you like to continue this outside
No,
in the heat?
I think no. I think this is good.
She's gonna get it.
I can do it.
Yeah, she's gonna get it.
Kevin, we're gonna finish up here.
Yep. So after this, cut it out the bottom, make round. And then I need a black thread.
What?
Black thread.
Black rag.
Thread.
Oh, thread.
Yes. So after that, can I have moss? So moss around.
Where's the black thread?
Where is him?
Do you have black thread?
Do you have any like black thread or hospital?
He has. Yeah, we have. We brought it. Black thread. You got it?
He's got it, it's coming.
Where is it? It's here somewhere. Black thread. Where? Where? Oh, here. I got it. Where's the end? Where is the end? Yeah. Okay, she can pack this too. So after that, because the moss has to be, oh yeah. So whoever get this, bring Friday. I will touch up for this. Yes. So you can put it on the auction now. Okay. Yeah, and then why is that so hard to? Usually on the side.
Yeah, we don't see the little.
Oh goodness, where's the notch?
It's probably hooked over the outside edge.
I know, that's what I was looking
It's
for.
not. It's not.
It's not. I think that's it.
Hold on.
You got it. Oh, she got it. Yeah. After that, use this. This is I figured out. Use black cotton thread is better, and try like this, and it will hold. And yes, and then the usually cotton it will just go away. You don't even worry about tide or anything. And then touch up and put some little more moss in the middle.
What would you put that in?
What do you mean? Oh, put that in this kind of plate.
Oh, okay.
So please, whoever get this, bring back. I need a touch up. So put that like, oh no, it's not nice, but something like this. It's really not really nice. Anyway, Saturday I will show you more detail.
Do you think it's reasonable for us to be able to keep something alive and flourishing like this in San Antonio, as hot as it is?
You have to make them moist all the time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.